Forgot that it's Valentine's Day. The lady in the coffee shop, she reminded me. Is my speaker working? I don't like to talk while it's plugged in because sometimes it has a scratchy sound. So I'm not sure, but it's Valentine's Day and Halloween. You're my Valentine always. I love you. I miss you. $15 for an Uber. I swear things are so expensive, it just leaves me in a stupor. I'm smart, could be a student. I'm so far from stupid. Today's Valentine's Day, don't call me Cupid. So far from clueless, arrow strikes the heart, pisses the skin, and where do I begin? Life hurts, far from a pinch. Damn, like a strike that makes me flinch. Just kidding. But yeah, today my day is starting off good. Like I actually feel better than yesterday, you know? Yesterday I started off like nervous and, scared and hesitant and anxious. And like today, if I overthink, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And yeah, that's it. Sorry. Hardcore in the brain. How you doing? Good. Thank you. Yeah, one of my coworkers, he always bumping rap music. Right now he's bumping Tupac. Hardcore in the brain. Don't inside my head, still playing. Yeah. I think I spoke about him once, about the music. So in the morning, I just gotta make sure shit's strapped, especially when I do like an opening. I gotta make sure all this shit, like, especially overhang shit. It's like an hour before the job. But, anyway, I'm having a good day. Not really anxious. Just go with the flow. I think I'm getting my wisdom tooth pulled out today. Don't know. I don't know. I hope so. Bad breath. I'm blessed, man. Even though I'm lonely, Valentine's Day, fuck it. It's been years since I've been in this chair. That's funny. Smart man. Marketing. Okay. So what happens? Oh, looking out. When it gets all over here, it affects this. I wonder what they did back in the day. There was no dentist. Oh, all the way there. Smoking. That's inside the gum. So I pretty much only went to the dentist to get a fucking x-ray. And they charged me $70. I had gotten an x-ray like 6 months ago. Anyway, today the guy, once I got the x-ray, the dentist referred me to his other dentist friend who does extractions. So in like 3 weeks, I'm gonna go. It's gonna cost like $500. I gotta get my fucking wisdom tooth out. And yeah. Today's Valentine's Day. I wanted to ask like a girl or a woman at my job, She wanted to be my Valentine, but last time I asked her if she was single, she kind of gave me a reaction I didn't really expect. She was kind of like, why is that important right now? That was funny. So, no wisdom tooth pull today. Anyway, peace. Oh yeah, and I fucking left my coffee cup somewhere at work. And who am I gonna call to get it from me? Nobody, really. I'm not scheduled to go into work for like a few fucking days, so it's probably fucking pissed. It's like 1 hour of work I gotta work for that fucking coffee cup. As I was running, I had to take a shit again. But across the street is the fucking cars. I feel embarrassed. And you got the county worker over there. Fuck it. I'm gonna start my run once I get to the hill. I couldn't fucking help it. Fucking had to go again like an idiot. That's what exercise does. As you're, it helps you go to the restroom. Kind of jiggles the stuff in your stomach. But anyway, peace. So it's the 15th, and overall for the month I have about 50 miles in, 54 miles. So I'm on track. If it were like a 30 to 31 day month, but we're in February, I think it's either going to be 27 or 28. I think it's a leap year month, right? And I gave my manager my number. I told her, hey man, my last day's on Tuesday, which was yesterday. I was like, man, I'm off all the way until next Monday. So that's like a whole 5 days off. And I gave her my number to call me if she ever needed me to go in. I told her, but tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm supposed to get my tooth taken out, but they didn't end up taking it out. Not till in like 3 weeks. So I went yesterday and he charged me $70 for an X-ray, which I know is a fairly affordable price. I went to Great Western Dental, like one of those fucking commercial ass franchise dentist places, and they charge me like $129 for. He told me I'm charging you $70. I usually charge like $150. He was a pretty cool. I think he was Filipino. Yeah. People are coming right now. I'll talk once they pass me. Again, I went on a run a little later than I would usually go on, especially for a day off. You know, for a day off, I usually like to go. I mean, even if I work in the evening, I usually like to go for my run. I mean, let's say if I had work like at 3 o'clock, that would push me to make sure I get up and go for my run, you know? But since I'm off today, I kind of wanted to go for a run like around 9 or 10, but I ended up just saying, fuck it, now I want to read my book, you know? I did waste some time watching this guy, Peter Santanello. He's this Italian dude from like the East Coast. His YouTube channel is pretty big, man. He's done some, I would call them vlogs, or I would just call them hangouts. Like, you know, he meets some people. He even met some people from East LA, and they kind of took him on a little history tour of the city, you know, some Chicano, you know, you could say non-active gang members, but just, you know, they're older men now, you know, they're not like little boys killing people and shit, but, you know, maybe you heard about them, but, so I kind of wasted time going down this rabbit hole. I woke up, kind of had a little headache, you know, I was kind of putting a lot of pressure on me unnecessarily, you know, thinking about my reading. I gotta hurry up and read books, you know, I could probably read all these books, like, fuck, I could probably read like 2 books a week if I didn't fucking feel the need to record myself while I was doing it. I was like thinking too much, you know, and I was thinking about money, you know, getting this tooth out, gonna cost me like 600 fucking bucks, you know, and I'm thinking about that, you know, I'm thinking about, fuck, how do I get Super out there? I want everybody to know Super. I want it to be one of the best brands out there, you know, like a hundreds brand, like Stussy, like fucking You know, how do I get super out there? But then I don't have the energy, you know, I don't have the energy. I still want to, 30 years old, I want to preserve my health. So I like, you know, I have to go for my runs, you know, I got to go for my runs, you know. I got to keep my fucking, you know, when you're over there trying to push your fucking graffiti name out there, you're fucking, that's all you're doing. You're out there, you're like literally fucking trying to still paint. You're trying to find ways to hang out. There's a culture to it, you know. I don't want to go about it that way. You know, I'll be consistent. I'll plant little bricks here and there and be consistent with it and just like I've been telling myself, you know, when I fucking finally settle my mind down, I tell myself, it's not going nowhere. Super's not going nowhere. It's my name. It's my brand. It's a beautiful name. I just got to keep practicing on paper. You know, the signature tag, just like Stussy, you know, just like the signature emblem of any, just like the Nike check, you know, and I don't pressure myself, how's it? But then I think, you know, my daughter's probably gonna push it, you know, she'll probably, you know, then I'll meet a woman naturally who's fucking gonna encourage me, you know, if I just keep it up, if I just keep doing it, you know. And part of it has to do with being in a household that feels suffocating, you know. I was going crazy in that little room, you know. And it also is me going on Instagram and seeing other people fucking seemingly advancing further than me and comparing myself and feeling stuck, you know. But it's all good, you know, like I just settle my mind down and say, be calm, be cool, you're good, you know. It's super who you are, you know. Fucking, you read books, that's what you do, you know. Little by little, you'll get a better camera, you know. Little by little, more people will be in tune to what you're doing, they'll respect it, you know. Just keep doing it, because when you're 50 and 60 and you've aged, you look back on your younger self, you know. And my YouTube channel is like a business, you know. One day I'll meet a woman who likes reading books, and she could just read her books on my channel, and my channel will just be flooded with all these books that have been read by somebody, you know. And then you guys can read along with them and your people, and you can pass it on, and my channel will grow and be huge, you know. And it just takes time. I relax, you know. And I was telling myself, I don't go for no run, you know. But I ended up reading like 2.5 chapters. I'm almost done with that book my sister bought me. I'll read a chapter of that book my cousin gave me, that crazy ass fucking conspiratorial book. Maybe it's filled with truth, so I don't know. It's interesting, you know. Behold a pale horse, and you know, I know I have one book waiting for me at the library. You know, I don't have a whole list of books on my phone. I know, just chill. You know, I know I haven't even seen fucking 1% of the United States, let alone the world. You know, and so, and I don't really know much about life and the world. But calm down, that'll come. Plus, that might not be everything anyway. Settle my mind down, you know. Just keep doing what I'm doing, because I'll be able to pass these traditions on to my daughter, you know. Then I read this book on parenting with the 5 love languages, and then I'm thinking about the conversation that just happened between my mom and my daughter's mom, and it's gonna be up on an upcoming vlog. And like, we're standing outside my folks' house, and I finally got introduced to my daughter's mom's boyfriend, and like, yeah, he seemed like a cool dude, but I read a part in that book like, oh, this guy could just be he could be using my daughter's mom, you know. Like, you know, she has an apartment, but she works for the management company, and these apartments, if they're not free because you work for that building, you're a manager for that building, either it's free or you really don't pay that much, you know. So like I said, he could just be fucking, who knows, you know. Maybe he does care for her. Maybe he just treats her nice. Maybe that's all she wanted me to do, is treat her nice. It didn't mean I didn't care about her. It didn't mean that I wanted to lose my family. But my point is I just hope he's not using her, you know. And it's all fuck that's just gonna trickle down to my daughter, you know. But I wish I would have said something right there. I had mentioned, like, my daughter said that they were drinking. I just mentioned the word beer. My daughter's like, oh, so-and-so and my mom drink every day. But I know they're not just drunks, but I know they must drink like on the weekends or whatever. But the point is, they could just, at least, if you like to drink, at least show my daughter some exercise. At least show her, or at least be into your, really, really draw when you have free time. Just fucking be lazy on the couch, and at least show some sort of ambition, you know? Something, that'd be cool, you know? At least kind of grow your part-time tattooing, you know, until it overlaps, until you can do it full-time. At least do something like that, you know. That's cool. You want to drink your beer, that's cool, but at least balance it out, you know. And that's all I ask. So that was all these things coming to my mind. I was reading this book, you know. And I come across this. I just read a chapter about how to parent, you know, how to still love your child even though you're a single parent, you know. And these truths are smacking me in the face, you know. But so I also wanted to say this, guys, you know, maybe my channel was just an experimental thing, you know, but I know you see me working out, you see me posting, you know. I'm still lonely, bro. I'm fucking lonely, and you can say I'm an unhappy person, man. You know, I'm an unhappy person. I don't have that much joy in my heart. You know, I'm not over here. I don't want to fuck people over. I don't want the worst for people. I don't. I'm just like you, though. You know, if someone else is succeeding, and it's just, you know, it's fucking hard to feel joy for them if I balance it out with my life. But I'll still do my best to smile and, you know, fuck, you know, say good job, man. Keep it up, bro. You know. Even though my eyes are like, ugh, you know? But my point is like, don't take, like all this exercise and workout, it's if you don't have community with it, if you don't have people around you, you know, somebody coming. I'll talk about it right now. Yeah, and like I didn't allow myself to feel sad. Like on Valentine's Day, I wasn't like, if I just sat there and dwelled on it, it was kind of like, I'm not gonna be all bitter either. I made a joke with my coworker. I just asked him, because he's this Chinese guy, Chinese man. He's young, probably maybe like barely gonna hit 40, like late 30s. But he's cool. He's a cool dude. And he kind of was talking about the government things. You know, we all know the fucking truth. You know how they just want us to consume and just it's all for profit. You know. So I had asked him about he kind of has I'm just saying, he knows this government's fucking freaking shady, so, but he even agrees that the best thing to do, you can't defeat them, you know, the best thing to do is just be happy, just like Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, the best thing to do is work hard and be able to fucking, or just to work, you know, to be productive and stay busy and stay positive, but that income that you make from doing that, you know, that money you make, that value you make, spend it with your family, enjoy food, you know, enjoy time with your family, you know, that's pretty much what King Solomon said. You know, back in Ecclesiastes, King Solomon was the king. He said, man, what's up with all this? None of this is making me happy, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend some time giving me everything. I'm gonna give me all the pleasures of the world. I'm gonna see what that's gonna do for me. And then at the end, the very last fucking sentence of the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, King Solomon was the son of David. King Solomon was said to be one of the wisest persons to ever live. You know, he didn't ask God for riches. He didn't ask God for nothing. He said, God, give me wisdom. You know, give me wisdom. And at the very last book of Ecclesiastes, he says, the best thing to do is to, while the sun is up, to work, you know, and while it goes down, be at home. Enjoy your time with your family, you know. And right now in this world, it says I would add to it and say, don't compare. You know? It translates to that. Don't compare your life to nobody. At the end of the day, stress kills you. Stress kills you. Pain kills you. There's people that are rich, you know. There's people that are super highly driven. But you don't know the fucking bitterness they carry. They're probably sad people. If you were to tune into their conversations without them knowing, they probably gossip about people. They're probably arrogant and vain. They probably are ignorant. You know, and they probably come from fucking poor backgrounds and forget about all that, you know. But they're like sharks, you know. And like these, you know, like the Wall Street guys, you know. You guys seen the Wall Street movie? So, like I said, I thought about today, like, man, I know I do all this fucking exercise. I'm gonna keep it up, because like I said, I was depressed. I've been depressed a little bit lately. You know, I shake it, you know, but even though I go through my depression, I try to just dwell in it, because depression, what it does, it like it kind of puts you in like you feel a little like, you lack energy, you know, so right there, I kind of just like figure out a way just to float along, you know, but you know, try to overcome that depression, but then not get anxious, not get too high, you know. With depression and anxiety, that kind of makes you a little fearful, but then like being bipolar and stuff, which I've been diagnosed, is like, I'm not saying that's who I am, it's it's like the depression will bring you low, but then like you try to get out of it by high effort and being up there and working hard and trying to run from your thoughts and run from everything, and then you feel anxious, you know. You'll overspeak something or something will trigger you, you know, you're just going too fast, as opposed to trying to be balanced, you know. Trying to be balanced, and so I just kind of like a couple times at work, if I had weird interactions with my coworkers, you know, I was a little tense or whatever, or if one of my coworkers was bumping loud rap music like the other day, or I found myself getting a little bit too much in conversation with that person, where it was like, well, what's underneath all this? Like, we're gonna fight? You know, we don't like each other. Like, but I'm trying to overcome that. Let them know, like, hey, I'm not no threat to you, and all that. And it's just like, all right, just calm down, you know. So I just want to say, maybe I'm like King Solomon. Maybe I'm trying to work out. See, like, is this gonna fucking? Well, I had to get out of that room, you know. I was probably gonna end up going back to drawing and stuff. I didn't want to watch TV. I didn't want to just overeat, because that's what I do all the time anyway. And I didn't want to. I had to get my workout in. But I'm gonna go get my workout in though. And I still have to do burpees. You know, that's okay. I feel a lot better once I finally do them. Like I said, all this workout and all this. If you're just so alone at the end of the day, you know, like people who chase things and have all these riches, but they still feel alone. Even if you're successful and you find yourself unhappy, try to realize that, man, you're so blessed, you know? And then try to just fucking incorporate other things, you know? And I don't know. Maybe the rich man and the poor man are all the same, you know? Maybe everybody is lonely in a certain way. Maybe there's this fucked up thing programmed in us just to have this, you know, over-aggression in us. You can't stand for too long amidst other men. Maybe it's just because I'm 30. Maybe nobody talks about it. Maybe when you're in your 30s or in your 40s, when you're like in your man strength, maybe that was the time to be a warrior, you know? Maybe that's our biological compute, you know? And I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe when I'm like in my 40s, I'll fucking finally slow down. My intelligence will match my physical nature to think more, you know? Like a chess game, as opposed to just fucking blitzing all the time. It'll balance out. You just can't give up. You gotta endure, you know? So that's what we gotta do. Alright, bud. Gotta endure. Stay free, man. Stay free. Hey.